Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, bore the weight of the Roman Empire on his shoulders. He ruled during tumultuous times, facing constant war and internal strife. Yet, amidst the chaos, Marcus found solace in a simple practice: retreating to his personal quarters. Away from the demands of the court, he would engage in introspection, journaling, and reconnecting with his Stoic principles. These periods of self-imposed solitude were not a sign of weakness, but a source of strength. By stepping back, Marcus gained clarity, perspective, and renewed vigor to lead. This deliberate absence allowed him to return refreshed and better equipped to handle the challenges of his rule. In a world that constantly demands our attention, the art of strategic absence has become more valuable than ever. The Stoics believed in the power of amor fati, loving everything that happens, good or bad, but they also believed in controlling what you could control. They understood that while we cannot dictate every event in our lives, we can control our reactions and choices. This includes our choice to create space, to step back, and to allow ourselves and others the gift of absence. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, wrote, "The good things which belong to prosperity are to be wished, but the good things which belong to adversity are to be admired." He understood that hardship and challenges, including periods of absence, were opportunities for growth. By allowing space in our interactions, we create room for both parties to grow independently. Just as a gardener prunes a tree to encourage healthy growth, so too can strategic absence cultivate stronger, more resilient relationships. We often equate constant presence with love and affection. We believe that being physically present or constantly available is the only way to demonstrate care. However, the Stoics offer a different perspective. They teach us that true strength lies in embracing absence as a means to foster deeper, more meaningful connections. Epictetus, a former slave who became a renowned Stoic philosopher, famously said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." By releasing the need to control or constantly be present, we cultivate a sense of inner peace and allow our loved ones the freedom to flourish independently. This doesn't mean neglecting our relationships. Instead, it's about finding a balance between presence and absence. Just as a field needs periods of fallow to replenish its nutrients, so too do our relationships benefit from periods of rest and rejuvenation. Focusing on what you can influence. The Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. This principle, known as the dichotomy of control, is crucial to understanding the power of strategic absence. We cannot control how others perceive our absence, nor can we force them to miss us. However, we can control our own actions and reactions. We can choose to use our time apart productively, engaging in activities that foster personal growth and well-being. By focusing on what we can control, our own actions, thoughts, and emotions, we create a solid foundation for healthy, fulfilling relationships. We can create a space where our absence is felt, not out of neediness, but out of genuine connection and mutual respect. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is the mastery of desires. The Stoics understood that true happiness comes not from external possessions or validation, but from within. They believed that by controlling our desires, we could achieve a state of tranquility and contentment, regardless of external circumstances. When we are overly attached to the need for constant attention and validation from others, our happiness becomes contingent on their actions. By mastering our desires, we free ourselves from this emotional dependence. We learn to find contentment and fulfillment within ourselves, rather than seeking it from others. This allows us to approach our relationships from a place of strength and independence, rather than neediness. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. The old adage, "Absence makes the heart grow fonder," holds a profound truth. When we are constantly surrounded by someone, it's easy to take their presence for granted. However, when we experience a period of separation, it allows us to see them with fresh eyes. Suddenly, the little things we once found annoying become endearing. This renewed appreciation can strengthen the bond and deepen the connection. Whether it's friends, family, or colleagues, giving each other space can lead to a greater appreciation and understanding. It's about recognizing the value of absence and allowing relationships to breathe, grow, and evolve. Absence in many ways is the fuel of desire. Think about a song you love. You hear it once, you're hooked. You listen to it on repeat, and slowly the magic fades. The same can happen in our relationships. Constant interaction can lead to a sense of complacency, dulling the spark of attraction and appreciation. The Stoics recognize that by creating space and allowing for periods of longing, we can actually intensify the desire and appreciation in our relationships. This isn't about playing hard to get, but about allowing a natural rhythm of ebb and flow in our interactions. When we step back, we give the other person the opportunity to miss us. This absence can reignite the spark and deepen the connection. One of the dangers of constant presence is the risk of emotional dependence. When our happiness becomes overly reliant on the validation and attention of others, we become vulnerable to their moods and actions. The Stoics emphasize the importance of cultivating inner strength and self-reliance. By developing a strong sense of self-worth and independence, we become less reliant on the approval of others. This doesn't mean becoming emotionally detached or isolating ourselves from others. Rather, it's about finding a healthy balance between connection and independence. It's about recognizing that our happiness is ultimately our own responsibility. Absence in the digital age. In today's hyper-connected world, the art of absence is more important than ever. With constant notifications, social media updates, and the pressure to be constantly available, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and depleted. By consciously choosing to disconnect, we create space for ourselves to recharge, reflect, and reconnect with our own needs and values. This might mean setting boundaries around our phone usage, taking breaks from social media, or scheduling regular periods of solitude. Just as in face-to-face relationships, constant online presence can lead to a sense of complacency and diminish the value of our interactions. The goal is to use technology in a way that enhances, rather than detracts from, our well-being and relationships. The Stoic principle of strategic absence is not about playing games or manipulating others. It's about understanding the natural rhythms of relationships and recognizing that sometimes the most loving act is to create space. In a world that constantly demands our attention, the ability to step back, to create space, and to allow ourselves and others the gift of absence is a powerful tool for personal growth and relationship building. It's a timeless principle that, when applied with wisdom and compassion, can lead to deeper connections, greater appreciation, and a more fulfilling life. It's about becoming the kind of person whose presence is a gift, both to ourselves and to the world around us. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Your support helps us create more great videos. See you next time.